Feel incredible!
It's not a cartoon, it's anime!
Yes! We back!
Welcome to another episode. Oh, the Animeshun. You know, squad is back. 2 times, double team, double stuff.
Whoa!
The train boys. Hey,
Bro,
man.
you're wild. You kept getting worse.
I know. This is... the funniest part is to make it awkward on purpose. The train boys is crazy.
That's insane.
The movie Train Boys, man.
Because what does that have to do with 2 people? Like, that's crazy.
I mean, when it's 2 dudes, it's a train.
It's a train. It's not a threesome.
It's not a threesome.
We're not going by that logic.
Yeah, y'all can go and say whatever y'all want. No,
Nah, bitch. We ran a trade on
You got to, like, we running anime trains on y'all. What we doing?
At the cons? That's crazy. Hey, you already know what you tuned into. You already know what you're watching. But just in case you forgot, I'm about to remind you. Bars, you're watching the greatest fucking anime podcast in the entire world.
Yeah, you already know what's up. You know what's like. Thank you for joining us again each and every week that we're back. We back. It stops today. All right, we've been back for a couple episodes now. Y'all know we really here.
Yeah.
You know, there's no. Oh man, this is
weird. Yeah.
It shouldn't be weird no more, man. This is a setup. This is a duo.
This is it.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. How's everything been?
Everything's good. One thing I want to say, hey, our boys is busy, man. Y'all keep texting me saying, when Rod, when Brittany. Hey, they busy folks, man. When they gonna have time, when you see them on here, you gonna see them on here if you see them on here. But it's not we need to test the waters and maybe they come. As much as we know, it's gonna be us too. Mm-hmm. And this is what you're gonna get. Yeah. All right? And then I think, and this again, all love to our guys, but just reformulate your mind to see us. All right?
Yeah.
But I've been good, man. I haven't watched a whole lot of anime. I have just watched some more Sakamoto. That's really been the main thing. Just with I went and watched Demon Slayer again, and I think if there's any remnants of stuff that we could, because we was on a time crunch last week, but if there's any other remnants, we can kind of go over that really briefly. But there is some cool things that I did notice that I wanted to talk about from Animeshun, from Demon Slayer, is that that I noticed the second time watching it, and is the blood demon art that he had, the snowflake. That's his girl's pin that's in her head. I didn't know that, so I watched it again. They had close-ups on it because when you're watching it for a second time, you start paying attention to detail, the certain things that you ain't see, because it's like, all right, I know what's gonna happen. I mean, I already knew what was gonna happen, but I wanted to just start looking at other stuff, and I was like, wait, the pins on her head, that's his blood demon art. And that's cool that they didn't spell that out. And with some other stuff that they spell, like her kimono and stuff is kind of how he is colored and stuff. But yeah, I think that's so crazy. And it's kind of sad too if you think about it, that he did out the gate, he did all of those things, I guess, subconsciously for her, because he didn't even remember. He had shadows of remembrance of them, but he didn't know. So he out here whooping people asses for hundreds of years in the name of his girl, showing his girl love, and he don't even know who he doing it for.
Man, after a few years, man, you can't keep whooping ass for love, dog. That ain't fair. But if a nigga beat my ass over a chick that died 100-something years ago, I'm gonna be hot. I'm like, my nigga, you not mad at me. The people that did it to you, they dead.
They did. I mean, yeah, they are dead.
Whether you killed them or somebody got away, whatever the case may be. Yeah. Also, too, I think this might be from the movie Mugen Train, or at least from maybe one of the ending credit scenes or whatever from either the show or Mugen Train. With, Akaza. I say Akaza, man, because I'm a West Coast nigga.
Yeah, I say Akaza too. I ain't West Coast, but
yeah, I'm saying Akaza. But he's watching the fireworks at the end of I think it's Mugen Train or one of them. You just kind of see him watching it, and you just see his eyes just popping in his eyes, just kind of just looking somewhere. I think maybe on a roof somewhere. And that was yo, when you watch the movie, you realize he wanted to go see the fireworks with her.
Right.
But then you see that at the end of the movie. Now it's like, oh, at least for him, like you said, subconsciously, there's things that are still, and maybe that's what at least with the Upper Moon, there's probably some stuff there. I think Kokoshibo still has his memory for the most part, or at least
that's one, right? That's one.
Upper Moon one, yeah.
Yeah, he know. I
think
damn near remember everything.
Yeah, I think he knows all his stuff, so he ain't tripping. But like, I think the rest of them, and also too, because he's a partner. People keep thinking like, oh, he works under Muzan. That nigga don't work under Muzan.
Yeah.
He's that's not really a spoiler for him because it's not a big deal, but it's like him and Muzan are partners, so y'all need to understand that too.
I think that is a little spoily.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, what is a spoil?
I guess.
Yeah,
yes and no.
Yeah, to me, it's not nothing that's like huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this just destroyed the whole story.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's not gonna be one of those like. It gives a whole bunch of context, and it's not a bunch there.
It makes sense why they have the time that they have with one. It was like, all right.
Yeah, and also to the respect that he has. But you'll find out other things about that later. But,
Which is funny, too, because not to spoil nothing, but Doma's memory is pretty intact, too. He be talking about his parents. He talking about when he was a baby. Like, he remembered everything. If you remember what you was doing as a baby, then you remember anything in between that. And there's some big memories that he about to show in this next one too. So
yeah, I actually want to know now why do those two keep their memories? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Where the rest of them have to get, got to get.
I think too. I think the thing about Akaza is he knew that his memories might come back to haunt him. Like, you saw how Muzan fought to get his memories back online. Like, well, he fought to get Muzan fought to get Akaza's memories erased again in the middle of the fight when he was about to kill himself. So maybe he knew that was just like, hey, if this lady and this man who had a positive influence on you get back in your memories, you might turn. Because he literally came back when he was turning his memories back. He was like, no, focus, nigga, lose your memories again. So,
but it seems like even with the other ones that have been killed, whether it's other like lower moons, when they were getting killed, it's like, oh yeah, I was this type of person. I did do this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I don't know. I want to now. I might have to look that up just to see exactly why do these guys keep their memories and not. It could be what you're just saying. It could be just like, he might not fully want to do this if I keep his memories. He might be like, I'm not, because
that's what he did. That's literally what happened. He didn't want to fight no more because he got all his memories. So if that would have came later, and Akaza is pretty damn strong, so it's like this is one of your best people, and you can't afford to lose him. You can kind of afford to lose Daki, Pot Dude, the other one, the small, like, not that you can afford to lose them, but they're whatever. But you need your starting three. You need your three.
Only reason why Daki was still around, Muzan was smashing Daki, dog.
You think Demons is smashing?
Yeah, nigga, I think so. You think Demons lost their dick? What is it, Demon dick? What you saying? Damn, yeah. Demons still got their dick and their vaginas intact still? Muzan was smashing Daki because she was trash, dog.
Yeah, she was trash.
She wasn't about shit.
She got packed up by no scans in that shoe.
And I think I don't know, they might have said it in the anime. I forgot because, like I said, I read some of this shit back when it first came out, so I don't have my whole memories all the way there. Like I'm like a demon, right? But I think it was something about how essentially like Daki makes him weaker, like her brother.
Because he got to compensate for two people,
right? Essentially, because she's got her head cut off multiple times. And the brother, I think he probably would be a higher Upper Moon. Yeah, he probably would have been 5 or 4 by himself if he was all about just bloodlust and killing motherfuckers.
That's true.
I think he would have been, because he was a dog, to be honest.
And I honestly too, the voice acting for both the English and the Japanese were great.
For 6?
For 6, Daki was mad annoying. Her voice was hella screechy and annoying, but like for 6, it's so. Look at you, Tanjiro. Like it was like very like menacing and like villainy and like he was just like, look at you trying your best, but you can't. Look at you humans. I was like, damn, that like it just felt. And then the score behind, that's another thing I don't know if I talked about, but the music in Demon Slayer and Infinity Castle was awesome. And it was the music was awesome, the sound design was awesome. You felt all of the punches, and that nigga was socking niggas out. You felt all of that, but just the music, it was funny too, is like they damn near had the same song throughout the entirety of the movie, but they just will speed it up, slow it down, speed it up, slow it down. It was like like it was like very Mortal Kombat-esque sound.
Akaza I think he has his own theme.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, I always wonder when it comes to some of the voice acting, like, 'cause I felt like even Akaza's voice was pretty good too in the English and in the sub.
I don't think I ever heard Akaza's voice.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But I feel like, at least for me, if I'm a voice actor, I would probably, especially if it's a big anime, I would probably watch the sub version, because I would want to not necessarily make it. I would want to do what they're doing and make it my own.
Yeah.
So if it's kind of like the voice character for Upper Moon 6, if you would have got him in like, hey man, so what's going on? He would have played it regular. I would have been like, this nigga's trash. Like, I would have hated this dude.
Right.
You had to play him like, what's going on? You had to play him like that because when the Japanese voice actor did it, it just made sense for that character. You couldn't have just played him with a regular voice. Because even with our Guillaume, I feel like it might be a little bit too Supermanish to me. Like, it's very like, oh no, we have to do this. This is Muzan. No, it's very like just straight. Not
you sound like an old school rapper. I went to the hat store and I bought myself a hat.
And it's a good. The voice actor's a good voice actor. So I'm not dogging him. Yeah. But from a choice perspective, I guess I would have liked to see him maybe even sound bigger. I guess. I get what
you're saying.
Yeah,
that with your chest, Lennon.
Yeah, just like I don't know. I can't fully
more
explain.
Decisive.
Yeah, but even with the Winter Share, I think the English version of Winter Share plays it kind of crazy too. I like that. So yeah.
Which, I mean, we talked about taking voices. Who voice would you take from all the Demon Slayer? Don't even necessarily have to be a Hashira.
I'll be real with you, man. I like Inosuke's voice on both ends, because I've seen a lot of videos of the English voice actor, and he'll be doing this stuff at home. People like, my wife hates when I do this. I'm like, I kind of like this guy. I would like. I think we talked about this before. I think I said Giyu last time.
Oh, you said Giyu? You did when we said we brought. Well, we was generic. It wasn't specific to Demon Slayer, but yeah, you did.
Yeah, but it's Demon Slayer specifically. Now that I think about it, I think I would like to play the Wind Pillar, the Winter Shear, just because I feel like I can play kind of crazy and aggressive really good. I feel like I do that very well with my voice.
That's your bag for sure.
Yeah. How about you?
I say Rengoku. I know you got packed up, but I like Rengoku. That tasty. Like my energy that I have, like in real life, I feel like and I'm super. Like, I want to help people kind of like Rengoku. Not that I would say I was a Rengoku type of character. He's not my favorite, but I think voice-wise, to play to my strengths, I would say Rengoku. I think if I wanted to challenge myself, I'd probably do like either the Serpent Pillar or like. Honestly, I'd probably do like Doma. Like, I think Doma would be cool. If out of everybody, I'd probably have Doma. Doma would be my number one.
So that'd be your. You could do Demon and Hashira. You could do.
Yeah. So if I would do Demon, it'd be Doma. If I would do a Hashira, it'd be Rengoku.
If I would do a Demon, it'd probably be 6.
Oh, the scratchy,
villainy. Like you said, to challenge yourself to do something different.
Yeah.
People like, yo, because at least for me, I want to have my distinct voice, because I think the dude that plays like Vegeta, you'd be like, all right, that's Vegeta.
Yeah, right? You can see he's Yami, he's Piccolo. Yeah,
is he All Might too?
He might be. He sounds like it.
Yeah, that might be All Might also. But I would like to have that kind of distinct, like, all right, cool. But then I would like some characters that I'm playing to be like, oh shit,
yeah,
that was you.
And I actually heard Channing Tatum, and he don't sound like him. Like, I was just like, okay,
Channing Tatum's he's good, bro.
And he was in there with somebody. I think Akaza. He might have been in there with Akaza, but like somebody was, and I think that's also essential. And you see that with a lot of the Boondocks recordings too. Like having the people in there with you, it's just like making jokes and having your friend like tag you and punch him up in the moment. It's like, what else they do? What else he's saying? It's just like you got somebody working with him. It's like they kind of bring it out of you. I think that's super dope too. It's like having somebody in the studio, and because I mean it's cool to make just art in a silo, but having somebody there with you is super fun.
Also, you have a good voice director in there too, because I did some voiceover stuff a while back for. It was like I did my own project that me and another comedian named Jasmine wrote, but I did this other thing, and the lady that was in there, she was coaching me to do some stuff, and I was just like, she was great because that was my first time. Like that was my first time actually in a booth doing something for somebody.
Right.
And I was like, this is kind of crazy. And when I was doing it, she's like, all right, try like this, do this. All right, have some fun with this one. Play it like this. And I think so when you have that also on that end, and then you can probably even have that other person in there, it does make it fun. It does make it like you can make probably some choices. You probably kind of limit it because of how the mouth moves with the anime already.
Right.
But, I always think about, like I said, even watching Gachi Akuda, I looked at that jabber, and even though the dude did a good job, I was like, I'd like to play that and see how I would do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Especially being able to kind of nig it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me nig it up.
Let me nig it up is hilarious.
Yeah, so those are the two I play.
Yeah, for sure. You've been speaking of Gachakuja, you've been watching it?
Yeah, I'm caught up to episode. I think it's caught up to episode 10. I think that's the latest episode. Mm-hmm. They're doing a good job world building right now. Because like I said, you have the city in the sky. Then it seems like maybe regular Earth, is essentially where they're at, and they're doing a lot of world building to where it's like it's not just this super just trash place. Every place down there is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this past few episodes, they went to this place called I think it's called the City of Canvas or Canvas City, and pretty much like a lot of taggers go down there to express their art and stuff like that. There's a guy who's I forgot what they're called, not their weapons, but like their I forgot what it's called. But essentially like their weapons, right? Yeah. That they use.
Their gifts,
his like spray painting, so he can he spray painted the entrance to their city and their items or something like that, yeah. And it's like he spray painted the entrance to the city, and it says something like, if you have bad intentions, you can't come in here. So if you have bad intentions, it's like an invisible wall for you. You just walk into the wall. You can't even get through the city.
Damn.
And then when you don't have bad intentions, you can walk straight through it.
Damn.
Which is it's super dope, but you can't even see it. It just looks invisible. Mm-hmm. So for me too, I wasn't really the main character to me was he's growing on me more now. Right. But he's still not my favorite right now. Mm-hmm. My favorite is Engine. He's the guy that kind of brought him in. I think he's super dope.
He is dope.
Yeah. So the show is pretty good. I'm still continuing to watch it, and I think they're about to get into a new bag right now because some shit just happened with Engine, and they all. I don't think he's dead, but essentially they all got their ass whipped by this girl, or something happened to where she has powers, and they all kind of passed out, and the main character's like, "What the fuck just happened?" And then it cuts to where it's like, "All right, next episode, he could probably get active with her." Gotta get Jabba. So they just gave him his mask too, because you gotta have these masks in certain cities. If you breathe stuff in, you can die. Damn. So they gave him his mask. His mask is dope too. So yeah, they have so many characters on that show. Just to wrap it up, they have so many characters on that show that I'm waiting to see other people get in their bag too. So I'm excited about that.
The Vital Instruments is what they are.
Yeah, Vital Instruments. Yeah, that's what it's called. So it's a lot of people have Vital Instruments. We haven't seen everybody yet. There's still a whole team of niggas. Right now they're on this mission, and they have a whole team of cats, and we haven't seen them get active yet, for real. It's 4 guys that they brought in, or 3 or 4 guys. It's just we haven't seen them do work yet.
How do you feel just overall about world building in anime? Because I know you obviously your taste has grown, and your palette has expanded, but you still get active at the core of it. Where does world building play, as far as what level of importance does world building play in anime for you?
Well, I feel like I've always been into certain stuff. You just got to do it in a way that I guess that I like, or that works for me. And I think they're doing it in a way to where they're world building, but they're also giving you action. They're also leading you along towards it's I need to see what happens next. So, I won't say action's even number 1 for real. I think it's very important to me when I'm usually watching. But world building is pretty big also. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because when you build a dope world, and when you have good storytelling, and you have good character development with even these side characters, for a show right now like Gachi Akuda, it's I don't really care for the main guy. I'm learning about other people. I'm all right, I'm still interested in this.
What anime would you say has great world building without saying Brotherhood?
Without saying Brotherhood, I think Jujutsu Kaisen is trying to do a good job. I think there's some shit that we're missing from a sorcerer standpoint. The world is being built cool, but the sorcerer standpoint is nigga, I'm confused.
Yeah, their powers, like what their
powers are. Yeah. Maybe people cut that as a world building. I count world as kind of like the background and the aesthetics of what's like when we go here. This is what this means and stuff like that. I think Demon Slayer did a pretty solid job too. Like there's not probably not the best.
It's a very contained world.
Yeah, but it's like I think you don't have to make this huge, massive confusion thing. Dragon Ball, Daima, they world build like that almost that fucking whole show. That show was all about world building the demon realm. You know what I'm saying? I think they did a really good job. That's why I stayed entertained with it. So I don't know if you watched that or not, but
I haven't watched Daima. No.
Yeah. What about you?
I think Bleach does a really good job of world building with the Weko Mundo and stuff. I mean, they say One Piece builds a world, but I think it's way too expensive. And of course, I would hope you build a world if you got 1,200 episodes. But I think
Somebody said Attack on Titan.
Black Clover's world building is amazing. I think they do a really good job of showing the different kingdoms and stuff, and how some kingdoms rock with each other, or some kingdoms don't know their kingdom too well, or what kind of ties this kingdom got with the other kingdom. Like I think they do a really good job. Attack on Titan is a really good one. Tokyo Ghoul does a really good job of world building. Berserk, like there's animes. I mean, Berserk can get super dark, and they have a whole demon type of world as well that they get into. So, like, I do think that the world building on those shows, and you have some good ones too.
Yeah. So I'm looking at
the chat talking about.
It said Black Clover also.
No, Black Clover is a great.
You watched that Bleach? I don't know if he's saying that like Bleach, Bleach.
I don't know if he said that before he was like recommending something.
Yeah.
But then Soul Eater has a good. They world building is kind of confusing though too. Like it's contained, but then when they start getting towards the back half, it get kind of funky. Like they kind of throw some rules out the window.
They said Fire Force also. I'm gonna go watch Fire Force.
Fire Force is legit, man.
I'm tired of niggas being like it had this in there. Like if we watch Goblin Rape, dog.
Yeah,
we watch Goblin.
They don't have the fan service is not crazy. It's the girl. She can't keep her clothes on, and her clothes come off randomly, and she in a bra and panties. Like the fan service ain't like from the outside in. You think there was just titties everywhere, and it is, but it's not. Yeah. It's manageable. We've seen way worse.
Even with the newer seasons?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's it on right now? Season 3?
4.
Season 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the animation is just so fire on there. I see. Yeah. Gachi Kudo's doing a really good job with the animation also, which is what I like. Their animation, because even with this last episode, like the guy, one of the, I guess spoiler alert, but like I'll just say this. Something happened to a guy that does a graffiti.
Yeah.
So they didn't know you could pass on vital instruments. So he ends up passing on his vital instrument to this girl that's going to essentially take it over, and they didn't realize that one, she can kind of turn, it's like a little pen, like a marker, but she can turn that marker into whatever kind of how her brain goes. Oh, they needed something like to put on their backs because they were about to go into the city. I don't know if it's to watch over them or not, but she was about to tattoo it on them, so it turned into a tattoo gun. And they were like, whoa, how'd you even do that?
Right.
And she's like, I just thought to make it a tattoo because it makes sense to tattoo instead of to put it on there.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we don't want that permanent. So, she's like, all right, cool. She put it back into a marker. When she starts like drawing, like the animation with that is just hard. Like they even took the detail to that to where it's just like super bright. You see the colors pop because in that show, a lot of stuff is kind of dull. Like either they're swagged out.
It's like
not like black and white or just kind of like grayish or whatever. Mm-hmm. And like their eye color and stuff like that is a little bit different. But for the most part, it's a little dull when they get into their vital instruments. That's when the colors start to pop and stuff like that, which is super.
It got that the Zack Snyder tone on it.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But yeah, real quick, I'm just watching Sakamoto Days. It's really good. He's running to. We finally kind of at one of the big bads, Slur. Shin ran into him at the end of the day. They was working. He got kidnapped. They kidnapped Lou instead of Shin. Shin and Sakamoto went to the lab that Shin was supposedly grew up at. It was getting taken over by a criminal organization. The dude had a reindeer. He was kind of a pump fake. The reindeer head dude, I thought he was going to be better than what he was. When he started taking his hands and limbs off and they were like weapons. Anybody who has body parts for weapons, especially on the villain side of things, put no fear in my heart. And maybe just because anime always try to use them as some type of mid-level fodder. And that's really what he was. Sakamoto packed him up. He did have to get skinny. I'm seeing now that, like I was saying, like that's his like KO can in a sense, or the Super Saiyan, if you will. When he gets skinny, it's like, okay, I gotta put a little bit more on it. But it didn't take much. I feel like fatter Sakamoto could have packed him up, but I did like the reindeer head on a suit. That was pretty smooth, which was kind of opposite of the person that he was after he took the reindeer mask off. But he was a pump fake. Sakamoto packed him up, but seeing the slur dude walk past Shin was just like, hey, you must be Shin. Tell Sakamoto I said what's up, and it's just like, oh shit, like you're not even worthy of me messing you up right now. I'm still building this world. Like, your time will come. And those type of villains are always cool, where it's like, I could get you right now, but it's not your time, big dog. Like, I want to see my whole plan play out, then I'll come after you.
That was low-key like how Shigaraki was when he saw Deku. He's like, I could touch you right now,
right,
and get you the fuck up out of here,
right.
But I'm not gonna do it. We got some bigger plans. But yeah, I mean, yeah. You getting a little further along. The dude with the stitches or whatever. There's some more to him, and there's some other characters that's about to come into play. Mm-hmm. And so that means you saw the sniper already.
Yeah, so that was a dude. That was a dude that you said was annoying.
Yeah, he was annoying a little bit.
He came.
Yeah, what's up, yo? Come on,
yeah, what's up, yo? Yeah.
Are you watching the sub or dub?
Dub.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how he sounds in sub.
Yeah, he was like, "What up, yo? Hey, yo!" And then he hella cheap too. He a brokey.
Yeah. But he's fun now. He's a fun character. He got his little Pikachu, little parrot with him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
he remind me of Gon.
I can say, yeah, that's from a character perspective for sure.
Aesthetic, yeah.
I thought they definitely copied that from that. But yeah, even with, like you said, Sakamoto getting skinny, I don't think that's a Super Saiyan fully. You'll see that essentially like he's just who he is. But right now where I'm at, when they just did the whole not assassin games, but essentially like they're trying to get back into the association, but like as do recruits. Mm-hmm. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, I'm probably get caught up fully by this weekend, but I think it is dope. I really like the show. I mean, I'm still in like that 72, 73, 75 range. 7,500 so far from when I'm watching. It's very fun. I still haven't met a character I don't like. Like, I like everybody on the show. I do like that Sakamoto is overpowered, but even he acknowledging, like, yeah, I'm still rusty. Like, I still need some work. I still need to go get back in the lab and work my way through it, but I ain't no bitch. I like the Order. I like them. I really want to see this Gamaro guy. Like, he could have packed Shin up like that. Like,
who's that again?
The shapeshifting dude. Because when they came into that room, and it was all bloody and stuff. And then they was like, bro, did you do this? And then he was like, nah, I ain't do this. Like, somebody came before me and did this. But before he said that, he was like, Shin was like, bro, I'm about to whoop your ass. And then he was like, boom, in the blink of an eye, he was on Shin. And he like stabbed him in the neck, but it was a fake knife. And then he was like, bro, I could have packed you up, bro. But it's a fake knife, but I'm just playing with you.
You gonna see why him, and like the respect that Yu Sakamoto has for him.
That dude, even just in that, because I haven't seen nothing before then. And at first, I thought that he made that room bloody, and I was like, "Damn!"
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, this ain't even me for him." And then he was like, and he disappeared like that and came up on him with that knife to the neck, and I'm like, "Bruh."
Yeah, I think that these next few episodes, some characters are about to get introduced, and he gets a chance to showcase some stuff.
Damn. Now the hammer dude is cool. The girl packed them two dudes up, cut their heads smooth off, like. When they pressed homie with the hammer, they was just like, "Hey, Mr. Oshia, can you step back?" And then she was like, "Huh!" Mm-hmm. Took both them niggas' heads smooth off while he was still standing there.
Yeah, I like her too because she's just so chill. It's like, "This is what we're gonna just do today."
Yeah,
like she got the little like a handle chain.
Yeah, briefcase. Fucking chainsaw.
Yeah, she ain't no joke at all.
Chainsaw woman in his mind.
Yeah, they're pretty much like that's the thing about this show. They have a lot of dogs in here that I've seen.
Yeah,
But there's essentially like some certain players that are the top dogs of all this shit.
Mm-hmm. And I think the thing about it with Slur is like they kept referencing like you're the only person to land a scratch on or a scar on Slur. Or, you know, I understand why my master likes you, and it's just like, whoa, wait a minute, somebody fought Sakamoto and lived. Like, that's crazy.
When you see this old nigga go to work, Sakamoto look at him like, I don't want no problem with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
when this old nigga show up, legit, like Sakamoto looking at him like, yeah, man, this is not somebody I want problems with for real either. So when he starts to kind of get active, you kind of just let him get active in a sense. So, all right, we're gonna give our new big three, and we're gonna give our just a short criteria what we feel like it is, and we're gonna give a mid three.
Mid three,
pretty much mid anime that we think is fucking mid. And y'all can put y'all in the comment section. Y'all can agree with us, disagree with us, and we can argue till our face start blue, man. For your new big three, who you got for one?
The new big three is easy, man. First off, we got to go with Demon Slayer. The easy, undisputed champ, Demon Slayer.
Okay. I'm going to agree with you on that.
Okay.
For my big three, and I'll give you another one. I'm going to say JJK.
Number two, no debate there.
JJK.
Jujutsu Kaisen is definitely the number two of the big three.
So you agree? Right now,
I agree. Yeah,
now we're at 2 for 2.
Two for two. Okay. In agreement with Jujutsu Kaisen being a part of the new big three.
Okay. And
I think this might where it get a little dicey. But number three of the new big three, Attack on Titan.
Okay. I'm with you. Actually, that's my ad.
There it is. The new big three, according to Animeshun, is Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Attack on Titan.
And I'm going off to, and I guess to give some criteria, it's just like, to me, just overall, just popularity.
Yeah.
Like this, my enjoyment of the shows.
Yeah.
Just to being like, I wanted to watch every single episode of this show, and I've watched every single episode of all those shows.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And these animes had, I guess, the most impact on me from these new gen that came out. I can't put like a Chainsaw Man. That new trailer for Chainsaw Man was fucking dope.
It was dope. The reason, yeah.
Yeah, but I can't put something like that up there yet because it's so new. I couldn't put what else was I watching? There was another show that I was watching that was newer. That's not even a Hell's Paradise, which I really enjoyed. It's just too new. Some of these shows are just a little too new right now.
And I would say if we talk about the new big three, I'm saying like from like 2010 to 2025. Like I feel like that's a good little space, even if you want to push it up a little bit. Because I know that's around the time that Attack on Titan came out, but I feel like just that new era, like post old big three. And I know One Piece is still around. Naruto finished up in 2017. Bleach is coming back and have a hell of a run. But those just, I'm not saying they're Celtic Shack because they're still making good stuff. At least Bleach is. But they're the older guard. This is more reminiscent of like Kobe, right? Kobe when he was, those last few years, and LeBron right now. Like I feel like those are how the old big three are living now. But these guys right now are the Shais and the Jokic's of the game and stuff right now. I feel like these are the people that's been around for a little minute, but they still can be the face, the Ja Morants, if you will.
Yeah. Because Levi said it's ALT new. And I put it in there, like you said, just because I feel like it's, I think it's the beginning of that new gen.
Right.
I say it's probably like the first of that new gen that I would consider, or newer spots. Because it's like, I can't put it in place of like, I can't make it compete with the old big three.
Yeah, no.
I think it's too new for that.
It's like you then. Well, I guess
you would have to put a new era, right? You have to put the old school big three. Then you have to put the big three right after that, which would probably be like a Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, Hunter, and you probably put like ending that off would probably be an Attack on Titan, but Attack on Titan
would be too new for those guys.
Yeah, I feel like it's right on the end of that.
Yeah,
so yeah, I have to say Titans is amazing, but I don't think the author will try to replicate it. Yeah. So all right, we agree. We agree on our big three. We agree on our big three. We didn't even talk about this. We literally said, "Hey, don't give me your answers."
Right.
I knew he had Demon Slayer in there because we know our love for Demon Slayer.
Right.
But so our mid three.
What is the mid three? What is the new era mid three of anime?
I'm going first.
You going first?
Somebody beat me to it in the chat, but My Hero Academia.
Oh man. Yeah, for sure. We agree. That's on mine. That's on my list.
Here's the thing. My Hero was in my new big three.
Right.
I said it was my new big three.
Yeah.
And in the way they've been doing these few seasons, they made it fucking mid.
They dropped the ball.
What they did in this last season, I'm highly disappointed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, y'all had. I said I was like, My Hero. If they do this correctly, if they animate this correctly, if they just cut this correctly, it can give the top dogs. It can give even Demon Slayer a run for his fucking money.
Yep.
It's not anymore.
No.
It's in that mid tier. This is mid 3, man.
You know how hurt I was when I saw that Dabi Todoroki fight. Like, this is seasons of building, and you give us this. A fight that it don't even span 2 episodes, does it? Or even, it's not even the length of the fight, it's the quality of it. Especially in comparison to the manga. It's like, oh, don't compare it to the manga. But it's like, this is one of the biggest build fights of all of the anime. This is the equivalent of Sasuke versus Itachi. Them boys got 52 minutes and went at it for 52 minutes, and it was top tier the whole 52 minutes. This was maybe 2015, if that, and the animation wasn't there. It's just like by the time they got to the fight, all of the animation budget was gone, and they didn't even think about it. It's like, oh shit, we still got a big fight left, and we don't have no money. Well, let's just have them throw a couple elemental attacks at each other and then call it a day.
Yeah, I think I can't say much. But it's going to be interesting to see how they finish this second half of it. I think there's another half of My Hero that's to finish up. And we're going to see how that does finish up. So who do you got for your we agree on this one. So we got one. Who is your next in the big 3? Mid 3.
My next up in the mid 3, One Punch Man.
One Punch Man? Okay. I'm not mad at that.
One Punch Man. I think the fall off from season 1 to season 2 with a new character introduced like Garo, I think that he was, how he's built and how he was, because I never read the webtoon, so I was an anime only guy with One Punch. But how they built him up, and for the animation to be how it was, for the fights to be like how it was, especially in versus the scale of the first one, kind of like a My Hero, it had the potential to be up there. I mean, it might have been a little bit too silly to consider it a big 3, but it's mid, man. And I think they had a really dope moment with Garo, but outside of that, for them to have that big moment, for Sadama to just smack him on the way to fucking going home to play video games, it was just like, all right, bro. And I think a lot of the I don't know, it was just like the scale of the show changed, and it just fell off for me.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna go somewhere else with it, because I was gonna agree with you and give you that, and like say that's my also, because I had that like near, because I was a big fan of season 1 of
oh yeah, for sure, me too.
One Punch Man season 1 was, my wife and I watched it together. We cracked up laughing. We watched it, I think, in sub and dub.
Yeah,
funny as fuck, dope as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think they're dropping a season 3 coming. I'm gonna watch it, but it's just like, I'm not. But for my pick, number 2 in my
I think I know where you're going.
I'm gonna stay in the same world, man. Mob
Psycho. I knew that's where he was
Mob
going.
Psycho.
I can't give you that one.
We call it mid Psycho around these parts.
You love the first 2 seasons.
We call it mid Psycho around these parts.
You love the first 2 seasons. Just because you got tricked into watching a slice of life anime that 3rd season does not make it mid.
I gotta go back and watch season 2, because I don't remember loving season 2 like that.
No, you love both seasons.
Season 1 I love. There's no fighting that. We watched it on the podcast together. I remember loving season 1.
Yeah.
Season 2 I think I remember liking, and then at season 3 I fucking hated. Like, I hated every second. I hated that shit was damn near Kuroko level to me.
No,
for me it was. At least when I'm talking about what Kuroko was hooping, so I can at least watch some hoop.
Yeah.
Cartoons, anime hoop, nigga.
Yeah.
But like, Mid Psycho, bro, it had the potential, to me, honestly, it probably had the potential to be a big 3. Because Mob is funny. Yeah. The animation is beautiful when they do the animation.
Yeah.
There's no agreeing with that. He gets fucking active when he goes 100%.
No, he doesn't play around.
No fighting that. So the potential of it to possibly be I think that in One Punch Man had potentials to be a new Gen Big 3. Had potentials. Yeah, they could have been out there carrying the torch for the funny. They could have marveled it up and made everything the new wave of anime funny, even though there's some humor in Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer, but they're nowhere near as funny as One Punch or Mob. Yeah, to me, those ones are kind of like silly. Like you see, like character go, ah! I think with Mob, when he's getting punched around and beat up, it's just like, damn man, I'm supposed to go grocery shopping. Right. And you're like, oh, this nigga. And then wild. Reagan is one of the funniest anime characters of all time. Yeah, he's just a hoot. But you know what I'm saying? That was a hoot. Yeah, Mid Cycle baby in the mid 3. It's in the name.
You just literally made that name.
No, we talk about. I called it mid-cycle when we were doing.
Did you call it that
yeah,
when we played it? It's in the name. That's hilarious.
Absolutely. I got my third, but go ahead. What's your third?
But Chainsaw Man would be my mid 3. But if I got to think of somebody else, because it's still shooting me. Because I think because I don't know where Chainsaw Man left off, but I do feel like it just waited too long. That's what it is. Like, take all of what I said out of what it is. It just waited too long. You missed your turn. I feel like if it could have been in the big 3 if it would have came out in a better time. You took off 3 years, man. The last episode came out in 2022. Like,
really?
Yeah, man. The last episode.
Did it start in 2022? You mean? I thought it came out late. I thought it came out late 2022. I could be wrong. I remember 3 years is a long fucking time.
The last episode was December 28th, 2022.
Damn.
So
that's wild.
That's what makes y'all mid, because you took too damn long. I think you let everybody patch you up. You was right there neck and neck with the big dogs, and you was just like, we're gonna make this movie. And coming back with a movie is a smooth way to get people back invested. Especially you knew not to drop. You knew not to drop with the big dogs, but you used the big dogs' clout to get your stuff back popping. You move like a rapper, actually. That's what you did.
Would you have considered Chainsaw Man Season 2, would it be to compete with the big dogs if it would have came out when it was supposed to?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the manga's good. It's just that
it's good to a certain point. I think it suffers from the same thing that Jujutsu Kaisen is about to suffer from.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that when it gets into that, because new devils get introduced with new powers, and it's just like, wait, huh?
Explain this, do this.
Yeah, like, and I think that's gonna be its Achilles heel. So it might. And this Reed's arc, this movie's about to be crazy. Because some of the panels that they had that's in the actual film that was in the trailer, this movie can put Chainsaw back where it needs to be. And they also have the luxury, if they drop a season after this, right after the movie, they have the luxury of Demon Slayer not dropping next year. So they can really get the game back popping, but they can't do another 3 years. Like, they just can't. Because Jujutsu Kaisen is coming back. So it's going to be fighting kind of with Jujutsu Kaisen. Black Clover's coming back. Fire Force is coming back. So, like, 2026 is going to be a gauntlet for the big... Bleach is coming back. The last arc of Blood War is coming back. So, like, everybody that's fighting it out is going to be fighting in 2026. And then Demon Slayer will be back in 27. So, Chainsaw Man got to get that shit going. But that would be my number 3 for the mid 3.
Okay. All right. And we're talking mainly anime. We're not talking about manga and stuff like that. Let's read some of these real quick. Levi said, Dr. Stone, Promise Neverland, and My Hero will be his mid 3.
I'm not mad at that. Promise Neverland second season definitely dropped the ball.
Dropped the fucking ball. Because Promise Neverland first season had niggas' jaws on the floor, no pause, bro.
Jaws, no pause?
Jaws, no pause. Shocking. We were like, yo, what? This is crazy. Let's see. Somebody says 7 Deadly Sins is also mid 3.
Mid 3, I'm not... I feel like 7 Deadly Sins is the poster board for mid. So I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, hold on, Levi. I'm gonna get mine, and then we can go into the rest of the comment section.
Mm-hmm. Mid 3,
closing it out. My mid 3 to close this out, man. And I was loving this show. And I said something about the season afterwards. Villain Saga, bro.
Oh, you don't... people gave this past season a 10.
Vinland Saga. And here's the thing. I understand what y'all are saying. Mm-hmm. But fuck what y'all talking about.
Yeah, fuck that. Trash.
You want to talk about the hardest just screech and turn from a season 1 to a season 2? This is one of them.
This is a 180 for sure.
There's nobody that can watch season 2 and think that this is the same anime as season 1. No. If they're just jumping in, if they accidentally watch season 2 first, and be like, wait, this was happening. Wait, what? Look, top tier.
Yeah.
Character development. I'm not gonna argue with you on that.
No.
But bruh,
for that long.
Yeah, I still didn't want to see a nigga farm for that many episodes, my nigga. I'm sorry.
And the pacing was awful.
Yeah, and that's my thing. It was like I think you could have cut some of this down and kept the character development still top tier without having us just watch these niggas chop trees.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe at some point somebody's gonna get on Thorfinn's nerves. Like something's gonna make him break in these first couple episodes, and he gonna go to hacking at niggas. And it never came. Well, it came, but it was just like 10 episodes in, 12 episodes in. Like it took so long. I felt like I was watching a damn farming simulator.
I think that, and I think people were split, right? I think you had some people out there that said, man, this is some of the greatest anime they've ever seen in the sense of like character development, essentially almost like slice of life is somewhat.
Right. Damn near.
And I think that's where it goes to. It's like, for me, it's like, if I'm going to sit there and call Mob Psycho what it is, I can't get mad. I can't now praise Vinland Saga.
Yeah, for the same thing.
It
was even slower.
It's even slower. I'll be a hypocrite.
So, with no funny. They didn't even have no funny parts. At least Mob was slice of life and it was funny.
Right.
Like,
and the animation was just beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's still like season 1. I had Vinland Saga. I was like, they keep going like this. This shit gonna be in my new top.
Did you do any research? I didn't. With that, is that all of this in the manga? And I'm sure it went a lot faster in the manga because it's pages.
I actually started reading the season 2 manga, or how it was broken down in season 2. And I remember I was reading it, I was just like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Oh, so this is exactly what's going on in the manga.
Yeah, and I stopped. And I didn't finish the rest of that season reading it on through the manga.
Because I heard the rest of Vinland Saga is crazy because what's his name? Canute, he ended up being a big dog. Like he turned blood. Like I don't want to ruin it, but like they say that he ain't a bitch no more. Like and all of this stuff happened and it get live. So when is that? Like
I think season 3 would be that. I think or going into season 3, season 4. Because I think there's a I YouTube like the next arc. So I was like, I can't do this.
Right.
And I watched season 2. I was just like, dog, like
I fell asleep a few times.
It was tough because I think when we started watching, I was just like, dog, it's so it's like not net breakingly slow. However, whatever, it's just a turd of slow pace.
Yeah, it was a complete 180 from what it was like.
And it had moments where I did like where it was like, you know, when dude tried to get active with him, you just saw his reflexes just react. It was like, wait a second, nah, nigga, you somebody. Yeah, you just ain't no slave, dog. Right. Somebody. I was like, okay, here we go, here we go. And then nope.
Nothing.
And it was just like, man, so Vinland Saga, bro.
And he was on the sidelines. Like, you were just watching him watch that girl and then watch the dad and then watch the boyfriend. And I'm just like...
Yeah, there was moments that it was just like you could have gave us more or could have got to it and let him have... I don't know, man. But... And I'm sad to say that because, like I said, I loved Vinland Saga season 1, bro.
And I think season 2 is kind of what they did. Like, they put a muzzle on Thorfinn. And then the show, they put a muzzle on Vinland Saga. Like, Thorfinn was an example of what was going on with the show. Like, the show was balls to the wall. Everybody getting sliced up. Everybody getting socked out. There's blood everywhere. Bodies everywhere. Bodies hitting the floor. And then now you just fucking reaping and sowing. And
like I said, you could have, and other people be like, well, then
you just like fighting all the time.
Nah, I'm not even mad at them, like slowing the pace down a little bit for season 2.
Right.
But you nigga, you stopped the pace. Right. There was no pace.
There was no pace.
And it's like, I understand him having to go through what he went through, and then essentially Askeladd dying. It's like, dog, where's my motivation?
Right.
Where is my motivation at here? Right. The nigga that I was trying to kill get stronger, who was becoming a new father figure to me, but I kind of hate this nigga, but I love him, but I kind of hate him.
Right, at the same time.
Yeah, it's like, he died, which I thought was kind of crazy to kill him off that quickly, but I guess they did it to set this season up so he can just be... Like, I have nothing left.
And it's like the show had no motivation at that point.
Yeah.
And he's like, you trying to make me get it somewhat because I like this girl and I want her to this and this. But it's like, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah.
For what happened. Because they do get active like the last episode or something like that. There's some type of fighting. But it's like, I don't feel like it's earned.
But even with that dude, when the dude that's like... that like kind of goes crazy or whatever. Yeah. Because what they did with his girl. Yeah. It's like that was kind of fun to watch too. I think is his name Snake? Who's the dude?
Yeah, it is something like that.
Yeah, he kind of dope in there too. But it was just like it was such a screeching halt of what happened from season 1 to season 2, and I just was so sad by that. Same with Mob Psycho. So I can't, like I said, I can't call it Mid Psycho and give it the same thing. It's not fair.
All right, cool. So running back with them, what is your mid 3?
So my mid 3, My Hero Academia. Mm-hmm. What did I say? Mob Psycho.
Yep.
And Vinland Saga. That's my mid 3.
I can agree on 2 out of the 3 of those. Mob Psycho is not mid. I think it done enough in the first 2 episodes. Excuse me. I feel like it done enough in the first 2 seasons to warrant that slice of life. I did feel bamboozled. I did feel, and I know we talked about that on the podcast when we did it. Like, I did feel bamboozled, and by the end of it, I'm like, wait. I just watched a freaking slice of life anime, and you got me. You got me.
You forced me to do it.
Yeah.
I don't like being forced to do it.
You got me. In my mid 3, I got My Hero Academia, Chainsaw Man, and damn, what was the third one I said? One Punch Man. Okay, yeah. So my mid 3 is Chainsaw Man. Mobs. Why do I keep mixing it up?
Because you know Mob Psycho is in your mid 3. You're saying your truth.
No,
you're fighting it, but you're saying your truth.
That's hilarious. My mid 3 is My Hero Academia,
One
Punch Man, and Chainsaw Man. All the man shows. Get the mans up out of here.
What was you gonna say? Because you said you was gonna take out Chainsaw Man at first. What were you gonna replace it with? You was like, it's kind of new, so maybe I might not put it in there.
Seven Deadly Sins was a good one.
That's a good. Yeah, I love season 1. Season 2 was.
Yeah, Seven Deadly Sins would probably be the one that I replace it with. So, what is your mid 3? I want to hear from y'all up there in the Shuniverse. Is that what it is?
Shuniverse.
The Shuniverse, the anime Shuniverse. What y'all thinking is your mid 3?
Let's before we get out of here, let's get to the comments on some of these. Levi said, Dr. Stone, Promised Neverland, and My Hero, mid 3. Mob is definitely not mid,
but I get why you mad.
Okay. It said Dan the Dan, Chainsaw Man, and Demon is coming for Demon Slayer and JJK. Interesting.
Dan the Dan's coming for that? I don't think, honestly, there's no name or anime that you can throw out for there that's going to take Demon Slayer off their high horse. Like, if they were able to get through that the Swordsman Village arc, and the Hashira training arc, which I feel like are the 2 lowest moments of that anime, if they were able to recover with, people wasn't messing with it. Like, let's not forget, both of those seasons got not bad reviews, but people were very disappointed. And I think that because they bloated it a lot. So if they were able to survive that and basically make everybody forget about that, and rock everybody and get everybody back on their good side with the movie, if that didn't take them off the throne, nothing's going to take them off the throne. I don't think the movie did it.
I think that last episode, that 45-minute, essentially movie special-esque like type show episode of Demon Slayer, is what brought everybody back, and they got forgiveness for that Hashira arc, the Hashira training arc, because people always point to that episode like, hey man, that's one of the best episodes in Demon Slayer.
True.
Especially even that last 20 or so.
Yeah.
People were just like, dog. The animation of that was just insane. Mm-hmm. Just the pull-ups was insane. Yeah. The whole finally getting Muzan, getting a little bit active, seeing the Stone Hashira for the first time get active. No, stop! Like all that, everybody pulling up. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think as good as Dan to Dan is, as good as what other shows you said was going to be able to come after it. Chainsaw Man. Like, I don't think that nobody JJK at a strong number 2. You got to take a pause and then say JJK. You can't just be like Demon Slayer, JJK. You got to be Demon Slayer, JJK, then Attack on Titan. Like, you got to put some respect on the big dog name.
All right, before we get out of here, I'm going to give an honorable mention for the mid 3. Solo Leveling. All right, we out, man. Solo Leveling in that mid.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm replacing Chainsaw Man with that.
Okay.
I'm giving you that. My mid 3. My new revised mid 3 is One Punch Man. I keep forgetting.
My Hero.
Okay, all right, wait. My new revised mid 3 is My Hero, One Punch Man, and Solo Leveling. The middest of them all. Actually, it's number 1 of the mid. Oh, y'all need to chill out, man. You have just unlocked something and I totally forgot. Solo Leveling is not as good as y'all say it is. All y'all that think Solo Leveling is good, you have no swag in real life. And you're living vicariously through Jinwoo. That's what you're doing. And that's why he's doing everything that you wish that you could. And that makes it a great anime. No character development, for real. Give me 3 real characters in that show outside of Jinwoo. Give me a big bad that you care about. Wait, there isn't one. Come on. Come on. This is the middiest of the mid, and y'all try to put it up there with the likes of a Jujutsu Kaisen and a Demon Slayer. It's not even better than Chainsaw Man. It's not better than Hell's Paradise.
Yeah, I don't think it's better than Hell's Paradise at all. Yeah, I think Hell's Paradise it's not even close. That one season tops both of these seasons.
Jinwoo and Solo Leveling is for niggas who can't aura form in real life. That's why y'all like that shit. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
But the voice actor is dope though. I like the voice actor for dub and sub. So respect to you, but yeah, that's funny. Essentially, y'all like niggas that like him essentially got no swag.
They don't have no swag. They ain't got no hoes. Get where your bitches at. You too busy rewatching season 1 of Solo Leveling. Go get some hoes on your dick.
All right, man. So yeah, that's wrapping it up, man. That's the mid 3 versus the new big 3. Yeah, man. Like I said, from a comedy perspective, I got my link up. Hit me if you want to see me in Fort Worth, Texas. And yeah, man, anything for you?
We got Bonfire Stories September 27th. So if you guys in the LA area, pull up bonus.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And thank you for tuning in to another episode of
Animeshun.
We out. Oh yeah, hit me for these hats too. I got these hats and these beanies coming through. So if you need these, DM me.
And so anime was solved forever.